If Star Trek fans thought that the last few years of IDW's Trek comics added a whole new dimension to the franchise's familiar lore, they had better prepare themselves for the coming year, as the series hints at a game-changing alteration to the mythology surrounding Benjamin Sisko. The new revelation may prove to be controversial, but it is not out of line with familiar Trek storytelling devices. Star Trek #28, written by Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing, with art by Tessa Fowler, finds Captain Sisko vaulted backward in time to a Bronze Age Bajor, leaving the indigenous population to question whether he is a terrifying threat or the prophet they've been waiting for. From this synopsis, readers have immediately started to speculate that Sisko is about to instigate a classic causal loop, creating the mythos that would later lead him to be deemed the emissary of the prophets, as originally depicted in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. By now, authors Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing have more than proven that they can be trusted to take an ambitious, time and space-hopping Trek story and use it to deliver emotionally profound moments from the franchise's most beloved characters. So, it is not really a question of whether the issue will deliver a satisfying step forward for Sisko's arc in the comics. The answer is all but certain to be yes. Instead, the question is how radically this story will alter fans' understanding of Trek canon. In more ways than one, Kelly and Lansing's Star Trek ongoing series at IDW has been an extended project of reinvention, recalibration, recontextualization. Whatever readers ultimately call it, the authors have devoted themselves to approaching Trek from both new and familiar angles. They have already made many exciting contributions to Star Trek canon, and largely, the new things they have brought to the franchise have been embraced by the fandom. There is no reason to suggest that Sisko's adventure on Bajor in the far-flung past will be any different, but longtime Trek fans are, to some degree, understandably hesitant. The idea of the causal loop is iconic in science fiction and has been used memorably in Star Trek before. So it isn't that it is out of place in the Trek universe that might make readers hesitant to embrace the use of the trope. If that is indeed where the story of Star Trek #28 goes. Instead, the chief reason for some fans' doubts is not exclusive to Star Trek at all, but rather is part of the discourse surrounding all major franchise storytelling. That is, the move runs the risk of making the Trek universe feel smaller and more insular, which would be at odds with the series' general commitment to expanding the universe. Similar to criticisms of contemporary Star Wars storytelling, there is the increasing feeling as though each franchise's star characters need to be connected to every major moment in franchise lore, rather than Star Trek and Star Wars stories being set in vast universes, of which the stories being told are just a fraction of the larger history.